I am here today with Talk Becky Talk, which is really exciting. We're filming together our top 10 under 10. So we filmed the first half on Becky's channel, and now we're going to do our top 5 base products on my channel here. And make sure you go and check out the other half and go and check out Becky's channel because she is awesome and I love her videos.
We giggled like the whole way through.
We giggled the whole way through. It's a bit of a mishap video, but you know, we got through it. First product I'm going to start with is a primer, and this is the Bourjois Happy Light Illuminating Primer. I'm not really one that likes to look too glowy because I think sometimes you can look a bit sweaty. I think there's a line between like glowy and sweaty, but this gets the glowy thing right, and it doesn't make you look sweaty or oily or make you look greasy, and it doesn't have that kind of slippy feeling that a primer sometimes does and doesn't help your foundation stick to it. This isn't like that at all. It's quite tacky, so it helps your foundation stick really nicely on top of it, and it gives you a really nice glow as well.
Everything you talk about I want to try. I'm like, oh, I want to try that. Mine that I'm going to talk about is L'Oreal Revitalift Miracle Blur, which is slightly annoying for those of you in the UK because I don't think you can get it yet. Is that right?
You can get it, but it's the Garnier version. There's like a Garnier Miracle Blur.
This is amazing. It's like a little miracle in a pot. It's basically a primer. Claims to erase the look of wrinkles, lines and pores. I don't think it entirely gets rid of pores and wrinkles. Yeah. But to be honest, when I was really skeptical about this because I hate putting like greasy things on my skin, and it feels a bit greasy when it first comes out.
It's almost like velvety.
Yeah. Put it on your skin and it is so silky, like it's so lovely, and it kind of, I get loads of pores here which like stand out and I always think look a bit weird.
No one notices them except yourself though, I feel.
And I just feel like this mattifies my skin because I get oily skin, or I get a bit combination skin, so it gets rid of the oil, like mattifies it down, gets a base for my foundation to go on, and it just like, it's just so weird. It's like a layer of silk on your skin and just gets rid, it like definitely minimises the pores.
I'm going to get rid of them and being like,
I was like, I need to buy loads. It's so nice. Has SPF in. Bonus if you want to protect yourself from the sunshine.
What SPF is that?
30.
Oh, that's really good. That's so good. Okay. Speaking of L'Oreal, I was just checking that was L'Oreal a second. I was like, oh crap, before I start saying this.
I want to try this.
This is a new favourite of mine. This is L'Oreal True Match Foundation, and everyone knows I go on about Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk all the time, and this is basically a dupe of Luminous Silk. It is so awesome. It doesn't have SPF in it. It's perfect for photographs. It has a really nice glowy, not sweaty finish, but it's also quite matte at the same time. Doesn't cling to any dry patches, has incredible lasting power. The only thing that's annoying about these is the weird shade range. I think even though there's 20 shades, they've like split them up really weirdly, so I'm actually a mix of 2 shades, which is quite annoying. But apart from that, I absolutely love this foundation, especially the pump and the glass bottle, which I really like.
I want to try that so much because I wanted to try the Armani one when I heard you talk about it.
This one's just cheaper. I think it's about, you save about £25. It's pretty good.
My next one I'm going to talk about is a lip gloss. Soap and Glory, Sexy Mother Pucker.
Did Fleur turn you onto these?
Yes, Fleur had these for her wedding. So that's the story behind that. Her bridesmaids at her wedding wore these. So we all got given one, and this is actually a nude. So it's the, just super nude one. And you can see I've like worn it. It's looking a little bit dead, to be honest. It's basically halfway between, I think, a lip balm, a lip gloss, and kind of a lipstick if you get the one with the colour in. My top recommendation for these would be to build and build and build, like literally do it about 20 times, and then it starts to really shine, it starts to become glossy. Sometimes I really don't want to wear a full lip gloss because I find that my hair sticks to my face.
Yeah, especially if it's windy in London and then all of a sudden you're walking around and you look like this. Like me right now.
And I felt like when I first tried this, I was like, there's no way it's going to look like a lip gloss. And if you build it up, it looks so lovely and it smells amazing, and they kind of taste quite vanilla-y as well. I have a tendency to like want to eat it, but they're really good. They're pretty cheap, and I love Soap and Glory stuff, but this is become one of my staple things that I carry in my handbag and just put it on, and it looks really nice.
I love that as well. My next one is the Max Factor False Lash Effect Fusion Mascara, and this is the one that adds a little bit of volume and a little bit of length, and I love the fat brush.
I love that brush.
I just love, and
I love the
bristles.
How do you describe that? Because they're not
the bristles are like really short like and thin.
Plasticky.
Yeah, and it's a plastic brush, so they literally get to the root of your lash and they coat like every single lash. This is the mascara I wear every day, and it's super black, doesn't run, doesn't smudge, makes your lashes look like, what's the word I'm looking for?
Voluptuous.
Voluptuous. There you go.
It's a bit of an accent, wasn't it? Voluptuous.
And I just can't fault this at all. It's my staple mascara. I think I have like 2 backups of this in case I run out.
My mascara that I chose is my Maybelline The Falsies, and I have actually had this probably for about a year, and I know I'm going to change your mascara. They say now
That's
like...
really long.
I know, well they say you're meant to change it like every 3 months now, is it?
Yeah,
or
but
6
I don't
months?
finish a mascara in 3 months.
Yeah, I don't. And weirdly, I find this mascara gets better as it gets older. Some mascaras
When
I
they get
find
drier.
some of them I find are too wet and they literally just like slide off, and I end up not getting like, this is not like spider eyes, that's the wrong way to use it, but you know when you can see that someone's got really like the lashes
so
are like
nice.
really like black, because I have like the smallest eyelashes in the world, I swear. I just
No, you don't. They're really long. I can see them right now.
I feel like when someone will try mascara and it will look really cool on them, and then I put it on and I'm like, then I have to build it up. And I find like with this one, it just seems to actually do something. Sometimes I watch people like glide it on and it looks so good, and I'm like, why will my build like that? And this one does for me. So it's really black. Doesn't look like you've got false lashes. Like I definitely don't think it looks like you've got a full set of false lashes. But yeah, I love it.
I really need to try that one.
It's really good. I really like it. And even when it gets old, you can still use it.
For blush, I have a new blush for me. This is the Jordana blush powder in Coral Sandy Beach. How beautiful is that colour?
That's really nice.
It is so beautiful. The colour is insane. It's a kind of peachy pink with a golden shimmer in it, so I don't feel the need to use a highlighter when I use this because it really brightens up your entire face. And the formula of this is incredible. It's like so buttery and creamy. I absolutely adore it.
My next product is the Maybelline Dream Lumi Touch. This is basically, I think, a dupe version of, what is it called? The YSL Touche Éclat, and which is quite expensive for what it is. I used to use that. In fact, started using it years ago, and I really liked it like under my eyes, just on the tops of my cheeks to give me that highlighter. And then I found this drugstore version. It's like a click pen. You swirl it up. I have literally used this within an inch of its life, and I think I've replaced it twice. And I get this in the lighter shade. I think this is number 2, so I get it really light, so it gives me that highlighting effect, and I just I put it on my face, pat it on, and I feel like it gives me a really nice cream like highlighting effect.
Do you put it on the top of your cheekbones?
I put it up here, so all the way along there, and sometimes I use it in the inside of my eye there as well, just to give it a bit of highlighting. But it's so cheap, and I actually can't really tell the difference between the two of them, and I definitely,
you know, they're owned by the same company.
And they're probably made in the same place.
Yeah. That's the same with like the Giorgio Armani and the L'Oreal True Match as well.
It's just so much cheaper. And to be honest, I wasn't using the other one enough to justify spending that much money on it. So when I found this, I was like, brilliant. I don't use it to cover spots because it's a bit too reflecting. So I literally just use it as a highlighter, but
sounds so good. Okay, you're making me want to try that one. My next thing is the Bourjois Healthy Balance Powder. Now, throughout the day, tend to get a bit shiny and oily down the T-zone. Everything starts to separate a little bit. This is perfect because it's not one of those powders that adds too much coverage that starts to separate on the skin, or it looks cakey when you're putting on top of something else. But it adds a little bit of coverage, it mattifies everything down, and it just adds a little bit of kind of light reflective particles in it as well, which I really like. I use the shade 53, which is the second darkest shade, I think, and I think there are only 4 shades, which is quite annoying, but it seems every foundation and powder in the drugstore is like that these days. But absolutely love this, and I think it's really nice and slim as well. It doesn't come with any like silly brush, so it's quite easy to carry around in your handbag.
I really want to try a new powder because I'm using the MAC one, and I feel like I could find something that's better. My last thing is my eyeliner, and I can never pronounce this. How do you say that? Bourjois. It always comes up like bougie or bougie. I like my bougie eyeliner. Bougie eyeliner. And this is their Kohl & Contour 16-hour Ultra Black. I am really fussy with eyeliners because I feel like I put an eyeliner on and within an hour it's gone. And I can't, on my lower like eyeline, I find that it just slides off and I must have watery eyes or something because it just comes off. This one, I don't think it lasts 16 hours to be totally honest, but it definitely lasts like 5 or 6 hours for me. It's super black, so you can use it on your top lid as well and use it to smudge. It doesn't smudge, like, it's not one of my best smudging eyeliners, but in terms of staying, being like super black, you've just got to have a bog standard, like, good eyeliner, and it's cheap. Like, I used to have one that was really expensive, and I just thought, why am I paying all this money for an eyeliner?
Yeah.
And
Definitely, I think eyeliner is the one thing that, like, has.
Yeah, I've also noticed throughout this, I've actually just got makeup all down me. So I don't know. I think I've just I've covered myself all over my legs.
I really don't know how you've done that.
I look like I've been painting or something. So yeah, that is my staple eyeliner. It's literally a couple of pounds, and I just couldn't live without this little pen stick.
Perfect. Thank you so much for Becky to coming on my channel. How fun is she? Don't you just love her? She's
I've loved
so
it.
hilarious.
I feel like I've giggled the whole time.
We literally just laughed the entire video. But I hope you've enjoyed this video. Definitely go and check out Becky's channel and go and subscribe to her and go and watch the top 5 other half of this video. I had to think about that for a second. The other half of this video, which is over on her channel. Make sure you subscribe when you're over there, and we will see you soon. Goodbye.
Bye.
So quite a few of you have asked me to film this video, and this is a 25 random facts about me, and I thought it would be a really fun one to film, as well as letting you know a little bit more about me. So I'm going to get started with the first one.